again and came up with my plan that this time we're going to take that project, the project we were working last time. Let me show you the project. It's the project, the mighty project here. So we're gonna go to that. So this time we're gonna go start from that level and take that to usable level. What do I mean by usable? It means a lot of things. Like this were all the things we were doing last time, were kind of a studio production, or you sit back and wait and chill and figure out stuff, and you patch something, you plan something. But how do you take those to your fingers or your brain? Let's say you hear a music somewhere in a, let's assume it's a rock concert. So all of a sudden, on from a zero moment, the songs start with drum rolls. So what do you do? So you need some control. So you need to play them by your finger. So you might need MIDI controllers, and you can use keyboard shortcuts to do those, and other essential stuffs, and the whole thing should be synchronized. I emphasize very often, whoever all the people you have seen my other videos, I always push everyone to stay synchronized, because not because just I was a musician for a long time, but I value the 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 power of synchronization. It's like, I think you have heard of chanting. Like, one people cannot chant like the monks chant. So those are made by a lot of people. So those are synchronization, some sort of audio waveform synchronization. So that's a very heart of a performance that makes it stand out. So let's not make it that longer. Let me say, let me just introduce myself. I think a lot of you may already know me. My name is Junaid Sabir Ahmed. I am a VJ, and I do this. You just know my channel, what I do. I just said my last time, I told my life history. So this time I'm not gonna cut those. So this time, let me break down my team members' names. I cannot turn around the camera again. And Ahmed Sifat is there, watching the stream and ensuring everything is going on. You're gonna see him a lot of times in my forthcoming videos. You have already seen him in a lot of videos where he break down making contents to synchronizing. So you know his face already. Another person is called, what's her name? Ariful Islam Bappi. He's the video producer. He's controlling everything. Though I have some controls in my hand, like I could just ta ta ta, like I could just show you my Resolume, or I mean, I have a fancy Stream Deck, but in reality, everything is controlled by Ariful Islam Bappi from behind. So if anything goes wrong, he's the guy you should point a gun at him. So either way, if you all want to know how we are doing this streaming thing, like switching this, it's not a very complicated thing. It's a very simple thing. Today we are using Vmix. So let me know if you want to know about Vmix streaming thing with VJing. How about that? So let me read some comments. Ahmed Sifat said, "So good to see you. Likewise." Alberto Tasache, hi. Sorry, my brother, if I mispronounce your name wrong, but I feel no, I feel very lucky that you were waiting. Yeah, thank you so much. Today we're gonna do some magic. Like what? I'm gonna tell you later. So, let's say, before we start, let's close down what we were doing last time. Last time we started with, let me just change to the Resolume, because this is the playlist from the last stream. So these are some layers. mask. Okay, so how did we reach to this point? Let me just recap very quick. We started off like very nice people. We started off by renaming them. We tried to color code them and made them look good, but the color code isn't that vibrant, so it's suggested you do that, but I personally don't, but it's okay. No shit, no problem. So either way, we updated, we renamed our layers, and we added all sources from our source tab generators, and we promised ourselves that we were going to make a whole playlist with all the sources given inside Resolume, no extra plugins and no other visuals. So we came up with plotting this. Then we added a mask layer called this. This one is supposed to mask the layer below, like here, one below. So this covers masks this one, and then we customized all the clips and parameters. We went to detail like this and made funky thing everyone in BPM. So now we can like go dick tuck a dick tuck a sing tuck a dick tuck a. Nice. So, and we customized all the clips. Then like a nice person, like who is sane and who don't want to lose everything, we have updated all the thumbnail. Like after we noodled everything, we customized, this went like, this was not this clip, so this was something else. So we have updated the thumbnail so that we don't get lost. And then we connected some effects inside composition. I think these are under my head right now, so let me show you here. So we have updated some compositions in here. Those were mapped to dashboard, but this time we're gonna go detail into dashboard. How about that? Okay, so let me get my face back. I got my face back. Happy to have my face. Okay, so what we are gonna do this time? This time we are going to take the whole project and take everything and make all the control in our hands. To do that, we're gonna start with connecting them with our dashboard. So dashboard is a very great way to organize and sort out all parameters, so that you don't go in individual while you were performing, while you were dancing, while thousands of people are dancing. You cannot go inside an FX and noodle the parameter and find out your sweet spot. No, don't do that, please. So for that, you need to control, you need to make every control in a very bracketed parameter controlled manner and link to dashboard, and you focus about just dashboard. We're going to get into dashboard, so I'm going to break down that, and this time we're going to go to the magical world of MIDI mapping. Okay, MIDI mapping is a very controversial subject. Not really controversial, a very confusing subject, because in reality there's no sweet spot of MIDI mapping. It all depends on who you are, what's your budget, what you buy, and what you pay is what you get. So it's a different discussion. I will try to. I was waiting to make a MIDI mapping video, but I'm just waiting for one device to get a hold on to. So after I get that, I will try to make one MIDI mapping, MIDI full-fledged MIDI video for VJs, because I have a lot of MIDI controllers in my studio already. But I think I have a better one coming, suggested by a very nice and a very awesome VJ called Daniel Pana. So I'm going to try to put his Instagram on the video link. So he suggested me one video. So I already made one MIDI for VJ's video and yet did not publish it, because I felt like no, I need to wait, because I need to try more spectrums and more MIDI controllers before making a proper video. So I'm just waiting on that. Just sorry. And then we're gonna MIDI map the clips, and then we're gonna do what if, let's say, what if you say that I have no MIDI controller, I have no controller, but I still want a VJ. How do you do that? I will try to make a very good example for you. You can use your keyboard and blow off people's mind. Let's try to make one together. I'm not sure, but I can. Let's say if we have the need that we have to make some mind-blowing thing with keyboard, we will try and do today. And we're gonna talk about some trigger clips and trigger styles, and we're gonna do some musical jam in this video. So in short, let me tell you what happened last video. It was very sad. We got a audio clip from. We tried all the YouTube audio banks for music references before. I personally did not connect it to those music because those musics are. So we got some Envato audios with license and use them just as reference because it's not that we are big fan of those, but no disrespect, but those were just for reference. So they put a strike. We sent a license, then they did not decline somehow. I don't know how this YouTube thing works. So we got scared and we scared like and ran like babies and we're just ruined. So this time, we got some audio from YouTube library so that nobody can beat us. Nobody can beat us this time. Let's hope for that. So let me read the comment section. Gangster Masoza says yes, yes. I also say yes, yes. In the meantime, when I read out the comments, let me just sip a coffee. Just a minute, if you may excuse me. Okay. Okay, before we start out our today's Resolume session, let me break down a great news from me that there is a very awesome course I'm releasing on my channel. The shop is called Studios Z. I'm going to give the link in the description. I'm going to update it later. So we're going to have our first course, training course release, that is called Resolume Masterclass. I have tried my best to put on those Resolume Masterclass. It was supposed to, I was writing the script of Resolume Masterclass in last year, and then I took, like, I did not record, and then I stopped and I came out of my VJ perspective and I asked that what would a very new person, like who has no idea about Resolume but still is a very potential guy who can be the next VJ. So we cannot assume everyone knows Ableton. Everyone knows MIDI controller. Everyone knows keyboard controller. So that's why I try to make this Resolume masterclass a full-fledged masterclass for everyone who's interested to learn Resolume very quickly and fast and with very interesting projects. This is going to be a very awesome project. But I'm not saying that you are not allowed, but for almost all the people who are already watching, you already know all this Resolume Masterclass. It's not a bad purchase for you, but this is a very good, very organized, basic masterclass, Resolume Masterclass. The production we made, and this is gonna be a very decent production. So I was planning. I wrote down in my notes. I planned to promote the Resolume Masterclass with my channel. So let's see how many people are watching right now. Can I see how many people are watching right now from here? Okay, I can see 7 brothers are live with me. 7 brothers or sisters? No, I think 7 brothers. I know these are 7 brothers. Okay. let's say no more and let's dive into Resolume. Before that, this time, last time we were working while we were streaming, our layout was such messed up that my head, like now, was covering almost the most working areas. So this time I sat back and used the beauty of note window and made a layout for this. So this is a layout where I have some space created by, let me just show you just the Resolume source. So this is my notes. So I can write notes here. Hey Resolume notes, you are so cool. Fun, right? I think, yeah, written behind me. Either way, so we have set, we are going to talk about, as I said, this time we're going to talk about shortcuts. So I have laid out a layout where we could see clips, layer, composition, and I have the preview here. The source is going to be here, but we are not going to need this time that much. Effects, it's good to have some effects in our reach, so we can just drag and do our stuff. So and also a very important thing is, whenever we do any shortcut, let's say shortcut, the shortcut window pops up here so that we can see all the features. I'm just saying this is going to come in handy later maybe. So last time we had lot of things. Okay, I was thinking of shortcuts. This time we were supposed to talk about shortcuts. So I was sitting back and thinking that why do we need shortcuts? We have keyboard and mouse. Resolume, I can just do everything in my keyboard and mouse. I can just control everything in keyboard and mouse. But why do we need MIDI mapping, keyboard mapping? It's because that we cannot just go inside a parameter here, let's say here, and do this and this, exactly these things, and then also do this and it's inhuman. So that's why musicians have some controllers. They have been using them very long for a long time. So VJs have the same, use the same MIDI controllers. There are very few MIDI controllers about for VJs. So mostly musical, all the DJ controllers who support MIDI platform are VJ controllers. That's a different story. But MIDI controllers allow you to have some physical control to these parameters or this knob or this button, so you can just physically turn on and turn off anything. You can fade something, and there are some touch sensitive MIDI controllers. Today I'm gonna do it with Akai APC40 MK2, my very trustworthy one. But there are a lot of touch sensitive MIDI controllers. They do a lot of crazy things. All you can patch with any, all you can connect with any or map with any parameters that gets green or red when you press shortcut. We're going to get into that. So the necessity of shortcuts is you can get into control, but that does not mean that you need to have control of all the parameters. You're just going to die if you want to control MIDI map all the parameters inside all layers, all composition, all clips. That's just stupid. So you have to pick a parameter or a control that you personally prefer to have humanized control. And I'm saying that because there might be a lot of design, like let's say that we have some, this thumbnail thing is rolling, that's cool. Okay, so this is also going nice, but it's happy already. But I want to have the frequency in my hand. How about that? So to do that, if I have also I want to have the frequency because I want to mix with the music. I just don't want to get it like a video file and just play it. So that's why I need MIDI controllers, or people need controllers. again, MIDI controllers doesn't mean that only MIDI controllers. You can also do a lot of things with keyboards and mouse. If you have an external keyboard, let me just show you the external keyboard. Yeah, so we have our external keyboard here. And thank you so much. Bappi is gonna show you the external keyboard today here. So this is what this I'm gonna do something. I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna MIDI map to this block of the keyboard and try to do something just to make a point that keyboard makes makes some sense. Also, there is a very great keyboard mapping shortcut video by VJ Ho. I'm gonna try to put a link in the description below. Also, I'm very lucky that I have just watched yesterday a great video by, I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name. I'm gonna try to put in the description below about MIDI, like crazy. The video was very detailed. Let me just look into my YouTube for that channel. Oh no, no problem. I'm gonna link it, the video on the later part of this video, or maybe in the description. That video is so much into. He gave very detailed video, and he was very uh, elaborated about the approaches about MIDI controller. So it's not MIDI controller comparison videos, and it's a very nice analytical video. You must watch that. And I'm very lucky that before, like right before the day I go live for MIDI mapping with all of you guys, I get to watch that video, and that added my spectrum. But I think he missed some points. I will try to add those points. I have been making and researching a MIDI mapping for VJs, not necessarily limited to Resolume. So on that video, maybe we can talk about detail about MIDI mapping. So the MIDI mapping we're gonna do today, it's very biased. It's very biased on me because I'm gonna do the MIDI mapping, and you can just sit and watch. But I don't suggest you to do that. So you just make your own layout. My layout is personally biased because right before Resolume I was using Ableton, and the same controller I was using was Ableton Akai APC 40. So my fingers and the layer arrangements were like those. So later I was MIDI mapping all of them vertically. So later I make them horizontal, just like Resolume has the layers. But the layer idea and MIDI mapping idea pretty much same. Because why this is same? Because for all years, like 12, 13 years of my VJing, I have my master fader mapped to same fader. All my strobes are mapped to same button regardless the project. I have done lighting shows. I have tried to map the strobe to same button for past 13 14 years because my body is attached to that button with strobing and attached to that button with twitch and master. My master fader is that for long. So that is one very essential thing you should consider about MIDI mapping, because if you make creative things every time, that's awesome. But if you want to teach your finger every time you map every button, like every time your master fader or layer faders are in different faders, so you are just wasting your brain cells, I would say. No disrespect to nobody, but I would say you are disrespecting, you're wasting your brain cells. Rather, you just know your fingers. Like, let me just show you. Yeah. So let's say I have this one. This one is my master fader for 14 years. Uh, Before Akai APC 40 MK2, in my Akai APC 40, this was the master fader. So For any time anything happens, this is the master fader, this is the master stop. Because this is a master fader for Ableton Live, this is the master stop for Ableton Live. It just says master stop all clips because it's said for Ableton, but it works for Resolume, so why not? Why not? So that's one way of thinking it. It might be one perspective, but that's a way. So as you can, I hope you can hear right now, Azan is going on. I am from Dhaka in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a Muslim country, and Dhaka is popular, famous for having the most mosques in the world. We are very fortunate, very lucky that we grew up in this city where in the Azan time it's all everywhere. It starts and sounds nice. Specifically, our studio, our office is located in a place beside the lake, which is surrounded by a huge area. So a lot of mosques, like a lot of mosques, you might hear. So it's gonna take time, but I'm gonna continue. So okay, I have talked about MIDI mapping and thing. One very important thing we're gonna do is okay. So we have, let's say, let's go detail of the first clip. So we have many thing in this clip. Oh, I can see that. Oh no, sorry, this one. This one is our clip. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this one has a fragment. So we cannot go into detail of all the clips and all the parameters and all find them, and this is not, that does not make sense. I just said that before. So how do you do that? That the best way is to have dashboard. I have a dashboard here. Dashboard has a bunch of knobs. You can add more, I think. Oh no, I think you can add up to 8. Either way, uh, either way, if you don't find this dashboard, you can just go to view and show dashboard here, so you can see dashboard. So clip has dashboard, same like layer has dashboard, and exactly like composition has dashboard. Last time we tried dashboarding with what? Strobing, yeah. So we're gonna keep them, no problem. Okay, so let's I'm going to go in gross and try to connect everything, one parameter or two parameter from each clip to our two dashboards here, and get them in our control, so that we just worry about just the dashboard, not everything. We don't worry about going into detail. So let's just dive in. This one has, what do you want to control? Distance is no, fragment no, maybe speed no, I think. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Rotation Y. Let's drag this to our dashboard 1, and something. No, let's just do one dashboard. Let's go to our next footage called gradient. Okay, I can see we have made a nice one. Let's tap to BPM and see how it works. It goes like oh, tak, doom, doom, tak, doom, doom, tak, doom, doom, tak, doom, tak. Okay, that's talking with us. So this terrain, what we can do is we're gonna go to the tilt. Yeah, the tilt looks good, but we're gonna do something interesting here. We're gonna range the tilt. Let's say, so to do that, we are pulling this part. So this is our starting range, this is our ending range. Let's check out the tilt. I think this is boring. Let's just reduce it and let's get it here. Okay, the tilt looks fine. Next, let's go to the next one. Next one we have, next one we, what we're gonna do? Interval. No, this is jumpy. let's try to do the speed. I don't think we can do the speed. No, speed comes with this playhead, so this cannot be dashboarded. So we're gonna noodle with the distance. No, I think all this comes with this parameter. So what we're gonna do with this one? But we wanna noodle with this one. We cannot let it go. We are going to change the color. Okay, this palette goes to our dashboard one. So our dashboard changes the color like that. Also, we cannot let it go. That's sweet. Let's change the scale to the same. Oh no, we have to unfold the scale. This scale to the same dashboard. Let's also limit this. This goes to 80%, and the maximum, not this one, 80%, and maximum would be 120%. Let's see what happens. So goes like okay, the smaller one is not good. This should be 100%, and this should go more. So yeah, makes some sense. So this one, next one, what we're gonna do, we are gonna do the spacing. What happens? Yeah, and we have to range, I think. Let's put it into the range. Okay, let's go to the fifth one on the layer BG. Okay, this was metaball. This was, I think this was called virus or blood something. We're gonna do is we're gonna noodle with the fuzziness. What happens with we noodle with fuzziness? This goes crazy. So let's reduce the top. Maximum would be this, and no fuzziness. Yeah, we are done with the first layer. Okay, let me take a quick pause, sip a coffee, and answer. Mowgli TV, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the name. Yes, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, my dear Mowgli TV. I was really trying to remember your name. Yes, it's Mowgli TV. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Who said the name? West West End. Thank you so much, West End. Thank you so much. Yes, it's Mowgli TV. I should have said, now I should say his name 3 more times because I could not remember his name. It's totally my bad. Thank you so much. Uh, Akai Rick said, yes, can you map more than one parameter in one dashboard? Yes, you can. How about we're going to do that next? Next row we are going to connect two parameters at least to dashboard. That's on Akariki. Thank you. How NGO says, hello, idol. Hello, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's dive in. For the second one, okay, Aka Rick said, I already saw you can map. Yes, bro. Thank you. For the second row, okay, we're gonna try to map one or two parameters. Again, like, and we can map amount. Yeah, let's see what happens if we map amount. Okay, what happens? Yeah, this goes after this goes bad. So let's limit it. So the amount is fine. Amount is fine, but let's connect some other things. Let's say uh speaker palette. No. What's this envelope? Again, let's connect fuzziness. How about that? Again, let's reduce the fuzziness because we don't want to fuzz it out. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, let's go to the second one. What happens here? Okay, this palette is nice, but the color is too down. Maybe? Yeah, this is okay. Okay, so this is very much jumpy. Let's just make it slow. Yeah, it was annoying. Okay, we wanna connect the tilt. What happens if we tilt it? It tilts. It tilts like sweet. Fine. What happens to the next one? What do we do to the next one? Okay. A lot of things. This is next one is a lot of things. What happens here? Okay. So we have one control. Color one, color two. I think let's just control this one should be color controlled, and also maybe zoom. Let's reduce. Let's see what happens if we zoom in. Okay, and the range would be this much. So let's reduce the range. Okay, this looks good. If we do this musically, this is gonna look crazy. I'm liking this already. All right. For this one, what we're gonna do is line width. Again, fuzziness. No, I'm bored of fuzziness. Okay, how about frequency? Yeah, I wanna control the frequency, but I think I wanna limit the frequency to something that is meaningful. Oh no, this is good. Rather, I would just cut down from here. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, so next one would be okay. Let's we can do the speed this time. How about this? Yeah, yeah, the speed works nice. Okay, layer 2 done. We can go the same thing with the we can do the same thing with the mask, but let's not do this, but let's go with the top layer. On the top layer, what we're gonna do is pa, 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 we can bigger we can also zoom, but we did the zoom thing before. What is frequency? Yeah, let's do the frequency. Uh-huh. What's the frequency? This is crazy. We have to, let's say, okay, this is a maximum frequency threshold. Okay, this is okay. How about this one? This one, okay. Last time we made the variant of this one. This time we're gonna do the line width. What happens? Okay, but we don't want to get rid of line, and we don't want this fat like that. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's also connect our again zoom maybe, but this time we are going to invert zoom. How about that? So when we zoom, this goes like this, and when we zoom out, no, this is too much. Let's just make this threshold a little closer. Fine, I think this looks fantastic. And then this is called spiral. Spiral, we can just do the speed maybe. Let's see what happens. The speed. Oh no, this is not good. Control Z does undo for Resolume. Let me just take a pause and say for it had been really long. We were a lot of VJs in the world were waiting for Resolume to introduce Control Z and undo, and a lot of people got emotional. I know because I was when we saw Resolume introduce the mighty undo button. So nowadays, Control Z, nothing, no problem. But it was a very big deal. All the oldies know. So leaves maybe. Hey, what happens if we change the leaves? This changes. Okay, this is okay. Okay, but let's say we want to range this and also change the background color maybe. Can we do that? BG color, color picker. Picker, can we assign the picker? No, it doesn't assign the picker. Okay, so let's do the distortion. Let's see what happens with the distortion. I think that looks okay. I think that looks okay. Okay, so we made another super sweet one. Okay, with the radial cloner, little of STV motion style. Well, we can noodle the end radius. We wanna noodle the end radius, and again we wanna noodle the pan offset. What happens? Yeah, this looks good. Fan offset, we just range it somewhere. Okay, cool. And the last one would be this again, this spiral. This is going very, this is looking very boring this time. I don't know what we were doing last time. So maybe let's change it to something. Let's increase the control the fader speed. So let's range the speed so it has some speed whenever and also not make super fast. So we have successfully made one dashboard for all the clips, and all the clips have at least one parameter that has control that is connected to clip dashboard 1. Okay, now we're gonna do is do some do some let's do some layer. Let's put some effects. So yeah, we need some effects on our layer. Okay, so for the first one, okay, before that let me just take a pause and check out the chat. Okay, Robin Unstoppable says, hi, please provide the course here paid. Oh, the course is coming on the shop. You're gonna get keep an eye on the YouTube channel. So we're gonna give a promotion and the update about the course. So keep an eye. It's coming very soon. So back to shortcuts. We have successfully made a lot of dashboard controls. Let's just jump in and do some layer effects here and layer controls. So what effects do we have in our layer 1? Let's place some visual effects here. Let me just, okay, so this is a BG layer. I personally would prefer to have some backgroundish effects. How about, I love Aquarella. I was using Aquarella in a concert and it was so beautiful. So let's noodle with Aquarella on the background layer. So this aquarela messes up everything, so we can always mix gradually. So opacity control, you can also control other parameters, but let me just map the opacity control of layer 1's aquarela. Layer 2's, what do we have effect as layer 2? What do you have visuals as layer 2? Okay, so layer 2 has some middle class visual means like medium type layer mid type visuals. It's not poor like middle class, but it's medium like layers. Okay, so we can do, let's do some effects. What effects? Let's do fragment. Oh no, we have done fragment. Okay, let's do goo. I love goo. Shimmer. Let's drop this shimmer. This has a crazy shimmery look. This is art I like. I'm gonna increase the size of the distortion, but I'm going to change. I'm going to connect the opacity. This opacity I'm going to connect to alpha, not add, and do the dashboard, so I can always blend in. So for the mask I don't need any, but for the top I need one FX. Let's drop something. Okay, what is on the layer, top layer? Let me just see. Okay, these items deserve to have infinite zoom, so I am going to not this much of the range, reduce the range. Maybe alpha is fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to change the opacity. I'm going to take the opacity and connect it to the dashboard. So now we have this mix. We can always go wow. Okay, for this one, oh no, for we have done all our layer dashboard mappings. And we have done our composition mapping. Either way, let's get rid of our very precious strobe this time. We're gonna do four dashboard for our composition because we love our composition. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is baby strobe. So we're going to connect the opacity of the strobe to dashboard 1, connect the frequency to dashboard 1. You can say why frequency to dashboard 1, because I'm going to do some other magic. The limit goes to 0.99, means brrr, like the crazy one, and the lowest amount is zero point 0.6 something. So whenever we strobe, we just don't strobe, we strobe with mixing with one knob. So that's our strobe. Now the effects I love and I need because it's very important to have control to take everything crazy. So let's take Twitch, and I would start with chaos. Let's put some visual to see what's chaos. This is really chaos. So max position, let's limit max position. We don't need this wiggling that much. We don't need the lighting that much. It's just bending. Oh, let's just don't move, or move little like this. So okay, we have a decent twitch in our hand. Let's connect it to the second fader. Ta-da! Okay, how about we are playing some visual mixes which are going very nice and we are happy, and uh, we're flying, everything is fine, but we want to flow, blend out. So let's have a terrain effects like that, which in the composition turns everything into a terrain. So let's fix the height, let's reduce the speed. Maybe this doesn't go that crazy, or it goes inverted. Yeah, no, the other way is better. Let's tilt it down a little bit. So whenever we want to mix one video to another video, we can just go to terrain and blend it. You know what, I'm gonna try to change the blend mode and do some other things than regular thing. This blend mode I can use displace, so this will always displace the pixels. So let's say we have this one rolling, and we will nice. Let's assign another FX for our fourth dashboard. For this one would be, I would need something subtle, maybe circle, yeah, circle, or circle on a circle looks stupid, so this one on a circle is fine. Oh no, circle is bad. Let's change it. How about let's do some RGB, shift RGB. Okay, so shift RGB, to do check out shift RGB I need some something that is not that crazy. This is okay. Okay, so for red I want my red to go timeline and go like real crazy. It's like super fast. My red is swinging. Oh no, I think I have the perfect preset to start. That preset is called acid trip. Yeah, you just have to limit these presets, and you're straight up gonna have an acid trip. And I'm gonna change the blend mode and then the opacity to our dashboard 4. So we have successfully connected all our things, everything, with dashboards. So what do we do after connecting with dashboard? Are we gonna still going to control them with mouse and look at screens? No, we are going to use MIDI controllers for that. Let me take a pause and read out the comments. Sir, what is NDI? Great question. NDI is a great and free protocol that supports video, audio, and data transfer over network. So we are, as you are asking in my channel, means you are a VJ, I'm a VJ. We should be talking about VJs. So NDI. So before NDI, all we had to do is one source had to send videos using DVI, HDMI, VGA, SDI, a lot of crazy cables, a lot of complicated cables to another place. Another source had to have a capture card to capture that and to get a video source. That was complicated. So we already have a network installed in our offices and in home or anywhere using Cat6 network, like one computer with another computer using a very simple Ethernet cable, but the better router. NDI allows you to transform any of your screen or your camera into another screen and use across the LAN. Until NDI 4, it was local area network, like you could have a Cat6 cable running and you could do in one building. But from NDI 5 or 4, I think 4.5, after NDI 4, and of course now, they support NDI from like remote sources, just like you from Vietnam can do your visual and send as an NDI source, and me, a VJ from Bangladesh, I can take your source, do my remix, and send it to another NDI source. Someone from Slovakia records it and uploads as a VJ collaboration. How crazy is that? NDI is awesome. NDI is super awesome. Right now in the studio we are having at least 2 NDI sources running. Whatever is going on my vmix, our producer Ariful Islam Bappi is watching one video feed, and he is also controlling watching it from NDI. Another machine is also watching 2 or 3 feeds, all in NDI. It's all in Ethernet cable, great Cat 6 cheap cables, and but you need a good switcher for better NDI. So that's it, and NDI is awesome. If you want me to make a very detailed dive into NDI and how we VJs can incorporate NDI and get everything simpler, let me know in the comment below. I will try to make that video. Another question is, there is a mouse glitch at the right of the live. There is a mouse glitch at the right of the live. One mouse glitch. Oh, I see. I see. I think the streaming has some glitch thing going on the right. I think it's not a big problem. I think we're all having fun is the main main game. Okay. When you open Resolume, okay. When you open Resolume, is it still there, Ricky? I think it's fixed. Can you please confirm? Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, Akarik. Thank you, brother, for letting me know. I wasn't noticing anything. Let me just put the Resolume window. I think it's not there anymore. Either way, let's get back. Let's get back to our thing. So, how do we MIDI map? So we are going to MIDI map. We are going to use another camera feed so that you could see our video producer Ariful Islam Bappi is gonna operate the camera. He's gonna. I will try to put the stream here so that you could see what's going on. Okay, and I think I made a mistake called putting the shortcut in here. I think we can just put the shortcut somewhere else. No problem. No problem. All good? Okay. So how we're going to do the shortcut? For keyboard shortcut, you go to edit keyboard, or you just Control Shift K or Command Shift K. So my shortcut sources are here. Let me just drop the shortcuts onto the composition monitor so that it has some space. So everything here, blue is keyboard mappable. So okay, we don't want to do keyboard map. Control Shift M is MIDI map. So everything here is MIDI mapping. So I had some sample MIDI maps. Let me just remove those. So let me just go into the panel and try to quickly MIDI map whatever we had. So I'm going to use these buttons as my clip trigger. So I'm going to go fast and try to do ta-ra-ra, like ta-ra-ra-ra-ra, and then this one goes ta-ra-ra-ra-ra, then mask, and then the top, and then the column. I might use them as column. Cool. Okay, what else do we map? Let's have the stop clip button mapped to this button. Let's have this fader, the video faders mapped. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Okay. Now the very, 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 very important thing is our transition mix. So we will custom that. So we're going to see that very soon. Let's just give the signal. We're going to use one uh, fader for the mix control, transition control. So we need 0 second to 2 second is our range. Let's change all of this. 02. Are we right? No, I think point 2. Yeah, point 2. Yes, point 2. This goes to point 2 because we don't want a 10-second transition. Nobody wants that. So this the whole transition, when the fader is fully down, like here, it's 0 second, and when it's full, it's point 2, means 2 seconds, like this. Can we see this? Okay, let me just fire a clip. So now it's choppy, and now it's. Oh, we have our MIDI mapping here, so we can always. So chop, but slow. So that's one way we can also stop all clips from here. But before everything, let's MIDI map our master. As I said before, this is always my master footage. This is my master stop all because the button already says stop all. Who am I to change the future here? Okay, so where we were, let's MIDI map our layer control. This one, let's go to this one. What is this? Okay, no, fine. So let's have the MIDI layer dashboard control into this here. Oh no, sorry. This should be our layer dashboard control. So let's get out of our MIDI mapping. Oh no, let's get what? Let's have a layer selector MIDI mapping. Let's have this one as layer selector, this one as layer selector. So when we hit these buttons, we can select these layers. So now let's hit the first layer and then have this one to our layer 1. And this one is by position. So wherever I go, this is stuck with this knob, which is very good for me. Let's get out of MIDI mapping. Let's select layer 2. Again, let's go to MIDI mapping. This one, layer 2, this knob. Let's get out of MIDI mapping. Let's go to layer 3. Again, we can always map layer 3, though we don't have anything on layer 3, if you may remember. But in future, we can always do that. So again, let's go to layer 4, Control Shift M, layer 4, MIDI mapping. All the dashboards are mapped. Layer 4. Yes. So what happens with our master control? Let's go to this one is the most softer one. I would use this fader, then this one, then this one. I'm going the opposite way. Again, this one is fine. Let me just start. This is my first one, my most subtle one. This is little crazy. This is gonna be the twitch. This is the mighty strobe. Let's get out of Control Shift M. Let's check out what happens. Yes, it strobes. This twitches. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the module says MIDI mapping. Let's check out the comment as I sip get a break to take some coffee. Oh, Akariki, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Okay, so playing audio. What we're gonna do today, we will. Okay, we need to have some audio. So as I said, I'm gonna do some audio. Let's add another layer called insert above. Let's, like good people, let's rename the audio called music, or the layer, let's rename the layer called music. I have already downloaded some music which are which are from Google, which are from YouTube. So nobody can beat us, nobody will charge us, no nothing. Let me drag some wave file. I had to convert them to wave. So we have some files. Let's select all of them, right click, and let's transport them into timeline. We don't want our audio to be BPM synced. Let me just get my headphone to hear what music we're going to noodle. Have you seen that Resolume has a bug like this clip and this clip has swapped? Let me just fix them. Timeline mode. Let's just say. Oh, nice. The music is nice. So we have more music. Yeah, we can use more music. Okay, uh, we have done the MIDI mapping, but I told you that I'm going to do some crazy thing with keyboard. How do we do that? Uh, okay, so here is a free and pro tip uh, out of my script or plan. That is that if you know, then you know. If you don't know, then I'm gonna tell you. You can use FX as clips. Let's go to FX. Let's just get rid of. Okay, let's get rid of. Let's make some space. Let's get rid of all the visual. Okay, no. We want some visual. Yeah. So let's have some effects called. Again, let's have some effects called. Let's start with strobe. Mighty strobe. Superpower strobe. Okay, so strobe, what does strobe do? Okay, as an FX, strobe does nothing. Okay, strobe does nothing as an FX. What? Why? Okay, let me do some. I'm super sad. My best friend strobe did not listen to me. Okay, so we have maybe cube tiles. Let me just drag one interesting something. So this is a cube tiles. Let me just turn the transition down. So this is a cube tile. What this does is this turns everything into cube. Okay, so this is one FX I have in here. Let me get another. I'm just gonna drop random FX. Let me black out this. I'm just gonna drop random FX. You can do Any interesting thing you want to do? Okay, let's have hatchet. What's hatchet? Okay, I love hatchet. Density, you can play with density, you can play with levels. Yeah, the thing I'm trying to do, hatchet makes sense. Hue rotate absolutely needs. So hue rotate, I'm gonna put into BPM sync, but I'm gonna put into super speedy like this. Okay, so as I said before, I'm gonna do some keyboard mapping. I would request my team member to have the camera moved to the keyboard part. So when I gonna do the keyboard mapping, I'm going to use only this part, or not even this part. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe only 7 sections, just 7 sections. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 effects here already. I'm going to do it with one clip, but you can arrange it with any way you want. So okay, kaleidoscope is nice. I love this. Also, this is blackout. And maybe Krypton. Oh no, this is Keystone. Kaleidoscope and maybe noisy. Yeah, this noisy looks okay. Let me increase the noise, and this is fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is let's arrange the transport to here. Okay, so let's go to Control Shift K for keyboard mapping. I'm going to do this one. Okay, this keyboard is mapped to this FX, but I'm going to turn it to piano and then invert. So only when it's fired, then it is on, or else this is usually off. Piano and invert, piano and invert, piano and invert. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll just do one more button. Piano and invert. Okay, let me just get out of keyboard mapping. So we have some visual, and we already have this video fired, but this video is doing no harm to no one. So this is okay. Oh no, let me just, yeah, this is okay. So now let's go. Jiggy chuck, jiggy chuck, jiggy chuck, jiggy chuck, jig chuck, jig chuck, jing chuck. Oh, let me just do with the music. Why with my music? Okay. So you can do a lot of things with your keyboard, just your keyboard. So I have just made this clip, but you can do many more things. Okay, let me go to comment section says VJ Desito says hi. Hello. What's up, my brother? How are you doing? Thank you so much for giving me a break so that I could just sip a coffee. All good. So, uh, here I have some updates in this channel about you. I want to share with you guys. We have a very much awesome. This is gonna be 22 or 23 minutes long, very detailed concert breakdown video. Another one, but this time it's gonna be way better than the previous one. This is gonna be about Coke Studio Bangla Live Season 2, their closing concert. We were very fortunate this time. We stacked up and we had some plans so that we knew that we want to make a video later. Last time we made the video after the concert and we had no plan, but this time we had the plan since the start. So this one came out actually very good and you're gonna love it. We have broken down Chaser, uh, stage flow, or not stage flow, pulse, pulse. We have broken down pulse, and then we have broken down concerts, how to make concert visuals, how to work with the agencies who already have a lot of content produced with the songs, and we have worked with our two camera production team, how we have collaborated and made this concert. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. And the next video, we're gonna have a full-fledged video on Pulse. Pulse is a great plugin for BPM synchronization, automatic plugin. This takes the audio signal from any live musician or a DJ, and it detects BPM and it beat snaps. This is good. This is a great software, and the price is not that much actually. But not everyone needs it. All the people, everyone using Resolume are not VJs and dancing in EDM festivals. We have to understand that. There are many people who do Resolume in many other applications. Because either way, it was made for VJs, but a lot of people I know because I do. We use Resolume for corporate events, very flat video. Also, a lot of theaters do Resolume. So I don't believe it's just for the VJs anymore. It maybe was. So Pulse user, in that video I have broken down who would prefer, in my humble and personal opinion, who would be love to use Pulse. I know I am one, and there are a lot of people who are very happy and fine, who doesn't need to buy any plugin and who they are just happy. So I no disrespect to nobody. It's no racism, no minority. It's the type of VJs who would love to have a great tool like Pulse, and who doesn't need to spend money. And another video is, again, I told before in this stream, we have worked very much to release our first full video course called Resolume Masterclass. This masterclass is not about Resolume Arena, it's not about Avenue, it's about Resolume. So it's very basic course that will get you to intermediate level. So many people have random questions. So I don't say that this master course has all the answers, but this master course will enable you to ask the right question. I'm sure about that. So I'll put a link in the description below when the video comes. Also keep your eyes on this channel for that promo. So okay, last thing we're gonna do is we are going to select them all, get rid of this. Okay, you cannot use delete. You can cut or clear. Let me just cut it and remove. So what we're going to do is select all of them other than the audio track. You know what? You know what? You know what? I am going to Control Shift K, keyboard map one with this music I'm going to jam today. Control Shift K. So this music goes fine. And also right click, ignore column trigger. That way, if I column trigger this visual, this will ignore the audio. I don't want that. I don't want audio to be triggered. That's fine. Cool. So what we're gonna do is select all of them, as I said. Put into, we could bit snap them. Let's not bit snap anything. Make sure everything is in BPM sync. Everything. And trigger style, normal, it's fine. Yeah, everything is fine. So we can do a demo jam. Or before that, let me just take a comment. Aranna, how much does a professional stage and lighting setup cost? Oh, my brother, you have asked a very complicated question. You have to define your question has like very big spectrum. Professional stage and lighting supply rent cost. You have to define how much logistics you are calling professional. How much you have to consider everything into numbers, like how many trusses, how many lights, how many fixtures, LEDs you need or you want. So you cannot ask how much happiness cost. You can ask how much limousine cost, but how much happiness cost, it's very hard to put a number. But if you can ask how much 50 lights cost, I can try and guess and try to get an amount and answer you. Either way, let's get back to the final section. Before the final section, let me endorse the sponsor of this live stream. That is called me. My name is Zunaid Sabbir Ahmed. I have a one-to-one VJ therapy session. Let me just get off the speaker headphone again. My name is Zunaid Sabbir Ahmed. I have one-to-one VJ therapy session. I call it therapy because we are creative people. We need therapy sometimes. So, jokes apart, I run masterclass and training courses, online courses for Resolume, and on other softwares to be start very soon. But VJ therapy is specifically for one-to-one or one-to-team counseling or consultancy packages and sessions I provide. These are mostly for making advanced contents. Uh, many of the courses many of the sessions I cover are about MIDI mapping, doing shortcuts, making your own stage design, how you do LED pixel mapping, doing your advanced outputs, and a lot of other things. So I already have a link in the description where you can join the WhatsApp community. You can I try to answer your VJ related questions in that community. I try my best to answer them. If I don't answer that, I'm very fortunate to have my other VJs. They also try to participate and answer all your questions there. And I'm gonna put a link in the description below, a form where you can reach the VJ therapy session. So to last, let's put the headphone on and let's resume. Okay, before that, shall we just listen to the music first for a while or not? Oh no. Okay, we don't need to listen to the music. We will just dive into visual. Okay, we have our keyboard shortcut 1 as the music. Before even starting anything, it's my habit to turn everything down. I can't help myself, so I start it from here. Also, I try to not cut everything, just keep little fader. So let's start from this point. Oh, where's the music? Oh, it wasn't keyboard mapped. No, 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 no. Control Shift K. Uh, oh no, it was keyboard mapped. It was. So why didn't it work? Let me just keyboard map it once more. Yeah, it works. Why didn't it work that other time? I don't know. I can just scroll back to my recording later and find out why didn't it happen. But either way, let's just stop all clips. I stop all clips. Again, my stop all clips does not work. Control Shift M goes to MIDI mapping. Let me just remove this. Let's make sure that my stop all clips. Oh no, I think I have messed up because I accidentally touched another clip. Does it stop? No. Yeah, baby, it works. Okay, two. Let's start. So remember, I have the. Oh no 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 no! Oh no no no! I just remember I forgot to map the layer the clip dashboard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What did I forget? The clip dashboard. Control Shift M goes to MIDI. The clip dashboard. Let me just have this one here. Okay, I think now we can start. Okay, that a disclaimer, that's the music I have heard first time and I did not like the music. And I do not suggest this music to anybody else. So Uh, so that was last time we were doing our making our playlist plotting. This time we had the controls in our hand, so you can take this idea and apply it to your playlist. I highly suggest you to, especially for the MIDI mapping and keyboard mapping part, make your personal playlist at your preference, where just close your eyes. If there is a fire, where do you run for your fire extinguisher? Just like that. If you close your eyes, where do you see your master fader? Where do you see your strobe? That is your strobing point. So I'm not gonna uh, pull this show stream anymore. Uh, Let me know in the comment below what are the things you want me to cover next time, and also join the WhatsApp community to post the next ideas for the next stream. See you next time.